LCI Melbourne student. I've put together this short video showing you how to make a reusable fabric face mask with an optional filter pocket. I'm going to be using an industrial sewing machine, but you can easily make one with a domestic machine or by hand with a regular sewing needle.
After you have cut out all your pieces of fabric, you'll now have 3 matching pairs. 2 for the back side of your mask, 2 for the front side, and 2 for the pocket if you're making one. Place each pair front sides together, pin along the long curved side and sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. If you're creating a pocket for your mask, fold the edges over twice towards the back, press with an iron and top stitch them down. This creates a nice edge for the opening of your pocket. Now, press your seams open on each piece or trim off the bulk of the seam allowance with a pair of sharp scissors. Lay your inner fabric piece right side up and place the pocket piece on top also right side up. Make sure your seams line up at the top and bottom and pin both pieces together. Place and pin the end of your ties onto the front side of your front fabric piece, roughly 1 cm in from the top and bottom edges. Make sure the head of your pin is facing the outside edge of your fabric so you can remove it easily as you sew. Place your front fabric with pin ties front side down on top of your back and pocket pieces of fabric. Make sure your ties are sitting completely inside the sandwich pieces of fabric so the wearable areas don't get caught when you sew. Cut a piece of wire long enough that it reaches from the middle of each eye when shaped over the bridge of your nose. Using a pair of pliers, simply round off the edges of your wire so it is no longer sharp. With your scrap fabric, sew a channel and one of the short ends, insert your nose wire and stitch the other short end to encase the wire completely. Pin your nose wire channel along the top edge of the front panel of fabric. Make sure it is centered to the fabric panels. Sew around the sandwiched fabric with a 1/4 inch seam allowance and backstitch over the end of each tie for added strength. Leave an opening between the ties at one side of your mask. Using the opening you've just created, turn your masks right side out and use the end of a pen or paintbrush and push out the corners of the mask. Use an iron and press the edges of your mask, folding in the seam allowance that was left from the opening. Now, top stitch around the entire edge of your mask. Be careful when you get to the end of the nose wire. You can easily top stitch just below it, and then after you've gone past the wire, simply go back to stitching around the edge of your mask. Now, enjoy your mask and remember to social distance when you're out and about.